Hello and welcome back to Who's Hiring Aggies. I'm Professor Sterling Bone, Director of the Huntsman Pro Sales Program and faculty here in the John M. Huntsman School of Business. I'm honored today to have as my guests my friends from Atomic Jolt, Justin Ball and Joel Duffin. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you.
It's great to have you. And in point of introduction, I'm going to kick off to Joel to maybe introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about what you do at Atomic Jolt, your role, and then kind of maybe your career path and how you arrived at Atomic Jolt. So go ahead, Joel.
Great. Joel Duffin, CEO of Atomic Jolt. I am a longtime technology tinkerer. My dad brought home a computer at age 8. Anyway, I did undergraduates in University of Utah, but then and started working in software. And that was when the internet came on the scene, and I found people that were playing with intelligent tutoring systems, artificial intelligence, and I became really intrigued about how they were trying to use that for teaching and learning. And so I went, came up to Utah State and did a PhD in instructional technology. Absolutely loved that experience. Worked with some of the world leaders in technology and education. Got to work with in automated instruction, intelligent tutoring systems. Met up with Justin, worked on a number of projects with him while at Utah State, and we decided to form our own company and have been doing that ever since. So just love Utah State, and I'm still here in the Valley. And so my role is to lead Atomic Jolt in working with our customers, understanding their needs, defining products to meet their needs. But our mission really at Atomic Jolt is to help organizations maximize their employees and the learners' potential through teaching and learning, and through building technology that helps them do that.
That's awesome, and I'm excited today as we have this opportunity to engage. We interact with a lot of our tech friends in the area, in the Valley, Silicon Slopes, and beyond. And this is unique because it has that education play, something that our students are going to be really tuned into as they might be using some of your products as they interface here as students at Utah State. So I love having Aggies, love talking about education. Justin, let's talk about you. Tell us about your journey and a little bit about what you do at Atomic Jolt.
So I'm the CTO of Atomic Jolt. Work primarily with our engineering teams to help define our products and then train new engineers and work on designs for new products and come up with architecture and all the infrastructure that we use to deploy all of the technology at Atomic Jolt. I started as an electrical engineer. Actually, originally I started as a civil engineer at Utah State University, because Utah State is known for having a spectacular civil engineering program. Then spent a couple of years in Japan, and in the course of learning Japanese, became very interested in how people learn, and was interested in actually forming my own degree, and started looking at potentially going to another school, because I was like, who in the world teaches education and psychology and all the background that you need to learn? And it turns out that Utah State University actually has one of the top instructional technology programs in the country. And so I was thrilled. Met with Don Smaley, who was the department head at the time, and he said, you can finish the civil engineering degree if you want. Instructional technology is only an advanced degree. It's master's or PhD. But he said, the electrical engineering program might do you more good. So I became an electrical engineer, finished my electrical engineering degree, and then immediately started studying instructional technology. And I've been interested in the convergence of learning sciences and technology ever since. Like Joel said, I met him at Utah State University while we were working for a center there. We did a number of projects, particularly in the open learning space. So we were interested in open courseware, and that journey took us to various opportunities to work with universities around the world, like MIT and Stanford, and got to go meet all kinds of interesting people all around the world. And then we formed Atomic Jolt because we love education. We love the opportunity to make a difference, and we hope that technology can continue to enhance the educational experience and hopefully eventually reduce student frustration and kind of increase the enjoyability of the learning journey. So,
no, this is fantastic, and I'm sure there's lots of stories to be told regarding how your company is maneuvered and seen opportunity to grow during COVID. I think a lot of our students are tuning in, are hopeful to return to whatever the new normal will be, right? This semester and beyond. But let's speak a little bit about Atomic Jolt, right? So you've kind of introduced a little bit in terms of the education space, right? We're tuning in, students from a variety of different disciplines and business and beyond. What what is the opportunity? What is Atomic Jolt doing currently, and where is your need to maybe hire? And I'll kick it over to you, Joel, to talk about kind of the current state of Atomic Jolt and what you guys do. And then Justin, maybe you can speak about some of the roles that you're hiring for.
Great. Yeah, Atomic Jolt, our history is building custom dev products. But from there, we started working with Canvas and within structure and helping organizations integrate it, customize it, really tailor it to their needs. And so we worked, as Justin mentioned, with a lot of high profile business schools and other universities, and built products that enhance the Canvas learning management system. So you're probably very familiar with it. We have a product which adds full text search. So instead of having to navigate and find the things you're looking for, you have a search box at the top right of every screen in Canvas, and you can just search and immediately get to what you need to. So that's our most widely adopted product. We have another which gives you enhanced quizzing functionality. So it's a replacement for Canvas quizzes that gives you over 60 question types. So instead of just a multiple choice question, you can have interactive graphs and charts, drag and drop, a lot of these kind of things. And it can be used for courseware too. So these are a couple of products that we've built that have gotten a lot of interest and adoption. And really, we're looking to grow our sales team to help us share information about these products with additional universities and to help work through that process, because selling to a university is not something happens in a day. There is a whole process of getting understanding their needs, sharing information about our product, working with their team to help them do an evaluation, possibly pilot it, verify that it complies with the different aspects that universities have to comply with in terms of accessibility, security, privacy, all those kind of things, and then closing that deal. And so that's really where we're looking for help. There's a lot of opportunity, and Structure has over 6,000 customers worldwide. Many of them are our customers. We have about 100 different universities and school districts that are our customers of our products. They're in Europe, in England. Oxford University is a search customer of ours. We have all over the United States, and also down into Australia. So, if you think about that, there's 6,000 out there. We've got 100 of them. We think everybody needs search. Many of them could benefit from our assessment platform, and so we're looking for people who can help us share that good and make that learning experience better for students.
I know that that's perfect, Joel. I know that my students that are tuning in on this podcast are thinking, "Oh, Professor Bone could really benefit from search because my Canvas is just a mess," right? So I think students can really commiserate with one another and see the value in these types of product solutions to really enhance learning, especially where we've experienced over the last couple of years, just obviously, a huge move to having online and asynchronous learning, and so kudos to Atomic Jolt for innovating in that space. Justin, speak a little bit about kind of the roles and opportunities that you're looking for. I know Joel talked about that sales cycle, obviously sales being something that you might be recruiting for, and how the opportunity is there to really expand and grow with these potential customers that are on the Canvas platform. Justin, what are you looking to hire for?
Sure thing. So we're looking for dynamic, energetic, proactive, all whatever the buzzwords are right now. That's the person that we're looking for. We've been really lucky. We have a phenomenal engineering team. So at Atomic Jolt, we have some really brilliant individuals who've worked really hard to build the products that Joel was talking about. They're very difficult technical problems to solve. And so at Atomic Jolt, we look for people who love to do what they do. And I would say that every member of our team right now really loves what they do. They don't just do it for work; they do it for hobby. They love to build things. So we're looking for individuals, and frequently we are looking for engineering individuals. So if there are engineers listening, do send us a contact. Send us a resume. Actually, send us your GitHub account. We prefer to see what you do more than what you say. If you are a highly motivated, highly energetic individual who can talk to people, who is really good at communication, then we're looking for people to reach out to these universities. As Joel mentioned, there are 6,000 Canvas customers around the world. We have other products that can integrate with other learning management systems, which then again opens up that world even broader. So if you are somebody who really loves to talk to people, who really loves to communicate, then we would love to talk to you. The other thing I would say is that we are based in Logan, Utah, but our team is now spread across the country. And occasionally we actually hire people internationally. So if you also want to have the opportunity to work from anywhere in the world, we don't care where you are. If you want to go and live in Bali for 2 years and become an amazing salesperson, then that would be great.
No, that's awesome. And then, I'm glad that you kind of hit on it's kind of the unique nature of your culture. And I'm glad that you didn't just jump in and say, hey, we're looking for sales. I mean, you're looking for that high energy, high, communicator, that level of skill. And I think for our listeners, it's important to recognize, as you sell within a complex sales cycle and with multiple decision makers and stakeholders, which universities are, requires someone that is really motivated and really able to maneuver through some of those unique challenges of selling into a complex buying situation. Maybe speak a little bit more about the culture, right? And so you have a great team that's really passionate, excited about your opportunity. Is there a good upside potential to grow with Atomic Jolt? What are those opportunities for growth and expansion for someone's career?
For sure. So we because our sales team is still relatively new, there is a great deal of upward mobility. So someone who starts out as uh, a sales representative, for example, someone who's just contacting just someone who's working hard to talk to potential customers and interacting with those individuals and building relationships, could see themselves growing into a vice president type leadership role. That's the opportunity that exists at Atomic Jolt, and we are growing fairly quickly. And so I think this is one of those unique moments where you have an opportunity to invest. Typically, when you are investing money, you look for those high growth, those particular moments in time when you can put in some money and just see it explode. This is a moment when you can invest your time. When you join this team, you put in the time, and you can see yourself grow in the same way that you would see a really high quality investment grow. So there's a great deal of opportunity here. I would say there's also a great deal of opportunity to make a difference. So I think both I and Joel entered this space because we wanted to make a difference. Because as students, we were frustrated with a lot of the experiences that we had. And so we wanted to enhance the education experience, figure out where the problem areas are. And so you could potentially see an opportunity to grow both as, in leadership, of course, in the monetary side of things that come with that, but also in being able to be an influence for good in the education community.
No, that's exciting, and I'm glad that this, you know, reminds our students that if you want to make money, make meaning, right? If you're part of that opportunity of creating something that is enhancing the lives and the learning, then there's opportunity to make money. Which I'm hearing that there's upward mobility and opportunity for these new hires to have. You know, I could talk ad nauseum about the opportunity, but how would you like the students and the other listeners to engage with you going forward? How can they continue the conversation with Atomic Jolt?
So there's any number of ways to engage with us. Sending us an email is the easiest way, and I can provide that. I'm not sure how you want to distribute that. Send us an email. You can find me on Twitter. I mean, if you want to use social media, I'm on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and all the various places. But honestly, maybe this is because we're from that generation that sent emails, but that'll be the fastest way to get a hold of us. And that could be in the form of, hey, I'm just interested in talking. We would be happy to take somebody to lunch. Or it can be in the form of, here's a formal resume. We would love to come and work with you. And then we can continue that conversation through those traditional means.
Well, that's perfect. And Joel, you were going to add, I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just going to say, do you want to just give him your email, Justin?
Yeah, what we can do is at the end of this, we'll put this up in the comments and the information of where they can direct email and continue that conversation. This has been amazing, and thank you so much for taking the time to reach out to your alma mater here at Utah State and engaging with our students. I will really encourage our students to explore the opportunities that is educational technology and the opportunity to work with a company like Atomic Jolt to really usher in new opportunity, new platform for engaged learners. I think it's an exciting area, something that as students you can probably appreciate, and there's huge opportunity as we get aboard these platforms and being part of this technology space. So Justin and Joel, on behalf of our Huntsman family, we're super excited to have you engaging with our students and hope that our students will reach out to you. So thanks for the time today.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Sterling.